All right. I think we are officially live here on Wednesday, January 20th. And today we are going to be talking about how to really gain raving fans for your business, how to create customers for life. What does that look like? How is that even possible? And some of you may be just starting and saying, well, Scott, I don't even have a customer. Well, that soon will come as long as you do a few of the very simple but really underutilized steps along the way. And it's something that I've done over and over and over again. I'm doing it right now. I am here on this live, or you're watching the recording, and I'm literally doing it right now. What I've been doing here on the Coffee Talks is things that a lot of people will either start to do and then not continue to do it because they're not seeing the result or they're not seeing money yet. And that's something that I think a lot of people struggle with because they're in it a lot of times for making money. I mean, we all need to make money, but there's ways that we can do this, that we create these raving fans or these people that they'll consume all of your stuff. They may never buy anything, but they are going to become a customer, or they'll refer someone that will be. So that's what we're going to be talking about here today. And the reason why I decided to switch it up here today is because, well, today, officially, we are doing our Niche Finder Fast Track workshop. And we are going to be kicking that off at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Now, I would drop a link in here and say you should go on over and register, but guess what? I can't, because our website is somewhat broken right now. So I have a special link that's really long and it's just got a lot of characters to it. If you're interested in attending the workshop, I'm going to do two things here. One, after our website's back up and running, I'm going to go ahead and actually, you know what? I'll put that in there just so you have it and you can try to go there. But if you are having problems with that, or if you just want to have me send you a link or have someone on my team send you a link, then just either comment and say, I'm interested in attending the workshop, or send me a DM, a private message through Facebook here, and I'll get it and I will send you over the link that works. All right. Now, luckily, we didn't actually host our page on our website. We actually hosted it in Kajabi. So it was actually a benefit of doing that, which we didn't do that intentionally. So anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about here today, guys, is really how do we create customers for life in our brand? And I think we would all want that. And I am a big, big, big believer that if you put the time and the effort in, then good things will follow. It's just, how do we show up on a consistent basis, on a regular basis, when we're not getting paid, right? And we're getting paid, in my eyes, we're getting paid by you watching, or you telling someone about this, or maybe you only come to one of these. It doesn't really matter. You're now introduced to myself, brand creators, the podcast, all of the other things that we are doing. This workshop that's coming up, the past workshops that we've done. How do you bring attention to your brand without being salesy, without being pushy, and not desperate to get the sale? Right? Because when you come from a place of genuinely wanting to help people, and I don't care if it's teaching people how to catch more bass, you're helping people. If you're teaching someone how to, create a vertical garden in their backyard, and that's what you're specializing in, you're helping someone achieve a result. So always understand that. Okay. It's not about the product necessarily. It's about the result. Okay. It's not about the product. It's about the result. What result are you getting from the product, right? What satisfaction are you getting from the product? I'll give you an example. I literally just got a phone call from a delivery that's coming in tomorrow. I ordered some artificial turf for my side yard. Yes, artificial turf. Now, it's not the typical artificial turf that you see, that's really thin and you see it on like a back patio or something. Like, this stuff's 1.5 inches. It looks like real blades of grass. It has some, it even has some browns to it, like you would see in real grass. And I got it for my dogs. It's dog friendly. There's this, what do they call it? It's basically sand, but it's not sand. It's supposed to be good for dogs. It's organic, but yet it doesn't absorb urine. So this way here, it's just better for dogs. So I am getting I think it's 15-foot wide by 60-foot long piece of artificial turf sent here to my house. Now, am I buying the artificial turf? Yes. What is the reason? What is the benefits that I'm getting from that? Me personally, I'm getting a side yard that is friendly for my dogs, meaning they can go out there, they can play. They're not going to be getting in the mud. The one reason I'm getting it also is because it gets really muddy on that side of the house. So we put down about 3 inches of crushed stone last weekend, my son and myself. I taught him really what it takes to do real work, manual labor. He was complaining more than I was, and I'm 48 years old, just saying. So got that laid. Now we're going to put that on top of it. When that gets all done, do you know how nice it's going to be able to open up my back door? The dogs can run down the deck like they normally do. And then they can go on that new, fresh, it's a little fenced in area, and they can go there and play. And then I can let them back up and they're not tracking everything up back up on the deck and in the house, right? So the result I'm getting is I'm doing this for my dogs, really, which is insane. My grandfather is like, Scott, what? You just spent how much money on grass for your dogs? You're crazy. But for me, it's going to give me peace of mind. It's going to, I'm going to know that they're out there. They're able to play in something that does feel like real grass. And if we want to get down on the ground with them, we can. We don't have to get dirty, all that stuff. But the grass is not what I'm buying necessarily. I'm buying the result it's giving me, right? It's giving me the outcome that I am looking for. Okay. And most people that get this also that I've done a lot of research now is for animals in their backyard. It is really what it's for. But it looks real, that's the other thing I wanted. I didn't want it to look fake. It's actually fescue. There's different styles of fescue grass, and it's going to match my front yard, which is real fescue. So anyway, long story short is, this product that I'm getting, I'm not buying the product necessarily. I'm buying what the product is going to deliver to me, right? The experience, the outcome that I'm looking for. All right. So no matter what you're selling, it always comes back to what is it giving the individual and what is it helping them with? All right. So hopefully that made sense. So before we jump in here, let me just give a quick little, let's look over here and see if we got anybody here who is live that is commenting. So guys, if you are here live, and you're here, let me know. I just want to know that we have some people here this morning, and it looks like we do. Looks like Debbie's in the house. What's up, Debbie? Good morning to you. Ruth is in the house. What's up, Ruth? Good morning, Scott and Rockettes. Rockettes? You mean rockers? I hope. Rockers? I'm not a rockette, I don't think. Rockettes are the girls that they do the leg thing, right? Great morning. Yes. Salama, hello. And Kate says, good morning. What's up, Kate? Yeah, guys. So, do me a favor. Are you right now, if you would just do this for me, are you right now in a position that you are selling something to someone yet? And if not, no big deal. Just say yes or no. I'm just curious. Because a lot of times the efforts go into, I need to find something to sell them versus I need to find a way to get attention in this market so then I can start delivering value. So that way we can go ahead and, offer things that's going to help and benefit them. So I'm going to jump right into it. Okay. You guys may or may not know, we are doing a workshop here today. Okay. It's called Niche Finder Fast Track Workshop. Right now, this is my third fast track workshop. Okay. And we're going to do one more after this. Most likely will be content creation. So I am doing these for a few different reasons. Okay. Number one, I know that my market, wherever they are in the journey, eventually, if they're coming in, are going to need this. Okay. Now, I'll be quite honest with you. This workshop has really gotten the least amount of traction versus the email list building and the digital product one. Okay. Probably about 2 times. So some would say, well, Scott, maybe you just don't do it. And I'm like, no, I'm doing it because I know that people need this. It's just people on my list are already past this maybe, right? So there's plenty of people that are showing up live, right? But I really am creating this to help that person, that one person that is struggling with finding their market, their niche, so they can feel confident moving forward. Okay. So I'm creating an asset. I'm going to spend, I've spent probably 12 hours building out this content and going through and doing my research so I can be prepared to really show people how to find a niche multiple ways, and then how to validate it, and then how to build out a 30-day roadmap. Like I've taken the time to do it, but it's time that I'm investing in this training, which is going to be 2 to 3 hours long. So 12 hours of prepping for 2 to 3 hours of a training. Okay. And I'm doing it because I want to help that one person that's coming in brand new or struggling because they're jumping from one niche to another. And they're like, listen, I want to feel confident about choosing the niche. And that's exactly what this is going to do, right? Then it moves them along the journey. What's the next thing? Well, I got to start creating content for my website. I got to understand that. That will come, right? Then what's after that? Oh, I need to build my email list. Boom, we got that. What am I going to sell them? Digital product, right? So you need to look at your customer journey, and then you need to map out what are the first steps, what are the second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on, that you're going to be able to help them. Now, yes, I am creating products that are going to help them, but I'm creating content right now for free with you, helping you understand, okay, how to really attack this in a way that is going to allow you to add goodwill to the marketplace before anybody ever buys from you, right? And that's the key here. So I have some notes here. I always want to come here a little bit prepared, but the very first thing is you want to come from the mindset that you are creating a brand to help someone. Okay. You are creating a brand to help someone. Now that help could be, maybe you're going to sell merch and it's going to be talking about, a passion of someone's. That's still giving them a result. It's giving them the satisfaction to wear something and have someone laugh at it, or someone, comment on it, or you just to be proud that you're a raving fan of this market, right? So even though that's not a problem, it's still something that someone is passionate about. Okay. So you're giving them a result. Okay. So you want to help them, and you want to help them free and with paid products or paid offerings. Okay. But sometimes, and most times, it's going to start with offering something for free. I think every single brand that I've ever started with something with free. Always. Okay. And I'm going back to the very first time that we had a client come in for our photography studio way back in the day. We did free sessions. Come on in. We just want to get some pictures to show other people. Come on in. We'll do a free photo session for you. I think we did like 10 of them. Then after that, we did a low ticket into our photography studio. And I think it was like, I don't know, maybe it was like $50 and you get all the proofs, right? And we did that for a little while to get the goodwill going and to get the word spreading, right? And then from there, we started raising our prices. But then every now and then we would do a giveaway, right? And guys, you guys hear me talk about giveaways to build your email list. This is so like 2000s on how we were doing it. We had a fishbowl, and we had little printouts that they could put their name and email address. And we were at a gala for the school, and we said, hey, we had all our pictures set up, a little booth. We're going to give away a free family portrait session valued at $200. All you need to do is write your name, your email address, drop it in the fishbowl, fold it, put it in the fishbowl. And we'd have about 100 people that would do it. We gained 100 people that we know are interested in coming to our studio. The reason why I'm sharing that is because now with those 100 people, we can communicate with them through email, but also we can deliver value to them. Hey, we're going to do a discount. Hey, we're going to do a free session, or we're going to do another giveaway, and you're invited. Like, there's ways that we can add value to those people as a business, not just as a content provider. Now, as we moved into the online space, digital photography, then it was like, okay, I think our first thing was, download a digital template to try before you buy kind of thing. And then we would teach them how to use them. And then after we teach them how to use them, we'd say, hey, you want 4 more? All right. So it always is leading with something to allow someone to understand who you are. You get to build the know, like, and trust, and you over deliver. And that leads me up to the second thing, which is over deliver on your promise, right? Don't let them get there and go, oh, I thought it was going to be better than this. No. If anything, give away your best stuff. Like, give it away. And so many people are going to resist that because they're like, well, if I give that away, why is anybody going to pay for anything? Trust me, trust me, trust me. People will still want to pay for going deeper. Okay. A perfect example. I've talked about finding niches. I've talked about building email lists. I've talked about lead magnets. I've talked about creating a digital product here on the Coffee Talks. I've done it on the podcast. And if you wanted to just go through and just listen to all of them and piece it all together, you could. Or if you want, you can come to one of these workshops for under $50 and I can teach you in 2 hours exactly what you need to do. We get a lot of people that do that, but we also get a lot of people that don't. It's okay. Maybe one day they will, or they're going to tell someone. But when we give away like this right here, I'm giving you my time for free, by the way, in hopes that you'll either tell someone to come to a coffee talk, or maybe tell someone about the podcast, or maybe come to one of the workshops, or maybe join Brand Creators Academy one day. But the goal of this right now is not for me to sell you. Okay. Do I want you to attend the workshop if you think you need it? Yes, absolutely. Me coming on here and mentioning it, you're like, oh, Scott's got a workshop. I didn't know that. Huh. Just bringing a little bit of awareness to it, but I'm not selling you. Okay. And that to me is how you create raving fans. Okay. You guys know that I am going to promote things during these and, after these and through email. I will do that. I mean, heck, I teach a email list building training, all right, on how to attract the right people, and how to know what they or learn what they want and what they need and then deliver it. That's exactly what these workshops are, right? So these workshops are actually me being able to test certain products out there and see which one resonates the best. So far right now, I think the best one is the email list building one so far. That's going to top it. So what are we going to do with that? We might put a little bit more energy behind that. We might start building out some ads for that and campaigns and all that stuff. But we're learning by testing the market. So anyway, back to over delivering on your promise. So I'm going to give you an example. Every single workshop that we've done, you get access to that one workshop. You get also access to the live Q&A. If you're on it live, you get to be part of it, or you get the recordings. Most of the time we do a second workshop absolutely free to all attendees. So if you couldn't make the first one, you can make the second one, or you can attend both, right? And then we always add in some type of bonus. So inside of the email list building one, we have a full case study where you get to watch us build a list in a very obscure market, up to 9,000 email addresses. And we show you how we're writing to that email. And we give you it actually took us 30 days. We documented it and we give you that whole thing. We were only offering that inside of BCA, but we're offering that inside as a bonus. Why would we do that? Number one, I want you guys to understand it and get it and actually build your list, right? But I want you to be like, holy crap, I paid $37 for this thing and Scott's delivering this. This is crazy. It is crazy because I could literally turn that around and probably position it to sell it for $197 to $397 all day long. Okay. But I'm not, because I want you to get in and go, wow, I can't believe the value we're getting here for just $37. Right. And then it's a way for you to sample what we do. And then maybe one day you're going to want to join Brand Creators Academy. Okay. But it's always about over delivering. So right now we're going to do the Niche Finder Fast Track Workshop. How am I going to over deliver on that? Well, number one, it's going to be an amazing workshop. Okay. With at least 2 hours of training, probably go a little bit longer as we usually do. But I'm including another session that I did going through, I think it's like 4 or 5 different niches of a niche drill down that we did about a year ago. And I'm not going to use these same niches. So it's going to be brand new niches and it's over 2 hours long. So another 2-hour session you're going to get of another or a past time that we did this, all the same principles. You're getting that. I also decided to do a mini training that's going to show you, now that you have your niche selected, how do we find those 10 posts that we're going to create immediately? How do I fill them in minutes? And then how do I get them mapped out so I can start creating content that's low-hanging fruit that we can start getting traffic fast? I'm going to create that for you. Okay? So that's the way that I'm going to over-deliver. And you're going to be like, wow, Scott did that for $37. That's crazy. It is crazy, but it's a good crazy, because I want you, and I want anyone that comes through this, whether they know me now or they're just meeting me, whether it's a Facebook ad that drove them to a workshop or whatever, I want them to be like, wow, that is pretty amazing. Wow, not a lot of people out there are giving this much value away for that little. And it's true. Okay? I know that I can get paid more for that material. 100%. I've charged it. I've charged upwards of $1,000 for training, up to $2,000 for training. Okay. So I understand that I could charge more, but I'm not, because I want to serve more people. And I also want to get more people to where they're at a place that maybe one day they'll join Brand Creators Academy. Okay. That's it in a nutshell. So that's how you create raving fans in your business, customers for life, is you over deliver on your promise, and you do not abandon them if they do not buy. That's another mistake I see a lot of people making. They do these big launches. You've probably seen it, these big gurus, right? They do these big, massive launches. They've got 10 really big names promoting it. And then all of a sudden, you never hear from them again until the next launch. Anybody else ever have that happen? Have you ever had that happen? If you're willing to admit it in the comments, let me know. Have you ever had that happen? Just curious. Now, when I was first coming up in this community of online marketing and online business, I swore that I would never be at that level. Meaning I would never promote hard, and then never come right back with value. So immediately after I do a promotion and I'm hitting the list pretty good, right? I'm going to come back that Monday. Hey guys, brand new podcast just came out, or hey, brand new YouTube video, or hey guys, I'm going to do a coffee talk on this. I'm still here. I'm not leaving you. You know, you didn't join. It's okay. I'm still here to help you the best way that I can, when I can. And I think that's so important, right? You do not want to disappear. Okay. That just shows your character. And the other thing is, this is the third thing, is follow up. You need to stay following up. And if you have someone message you through Facebook, they've got a little microphone thing there now. You can click on it. It'll give you a minute chunk of audio. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Someone messages me and I'll be like, hey, Jim, it's Scott. Thanks so much for reaching out. Yeah, the best thing that I think I would do is I would probably maybe go to my coffee talks, and there's a search thing there, and you can go ahead and search for lead magnets there. That'll probably help you the best. But if you have any other questions, let me know. Like literally, that's not scalable, guys. That's not automated. It's not scalable. But what am I doing there? I'm doing something different that no one else is willing to do. And I will continue to do that the best that I can. Okay. Now I can't do it with everyone, but I'll do it as much as I can. Right. Same thing with email. Right. Do I have someone that can intercept my emails, and this way here, if it's something technical or there's a login issue, that can be handled? Yes. But does that mean that I will not want to communicate with people that have a basic question? No, I'll answer that. I'll dedicate some time out of my day to answer them, even if it's not long, to let them know I did my best to reach back out to them. That's how you create customers for life. Okay. And just, my last little point here is just blow them away. It's so easy nowadays to blow them away with just giving them time, giving them more than they expect, because so many out there, and you know it, I know it, they're just trying to be louder, trying to be more obnoxious to try to get attention. And we all know that that's BS. So we don't want to do that. And I don't care, again, if you're in the knitting niche where you're helping I don't know, ladies that are in their 60s, it still follows the same principle. They're humans, they're people. Okay. It does not matter. Stick to these rules. Help people, free and paid. I'm not saying don't sell things. Sell things. Yes, you can sell things. You can still deliver goodwill. 2, over deliver on your promise. 3, follow up, whether it's email, messenger. If you're on Instagram, use the Instagram message thing. Whatever you can, make it where you're accessible. And then just lastly, just whatever you can do to blow them away, do it. Just blow them away with value. Okay. I know a lot of people will say in that space, will say, yeah, but you shouldn't do all that stuff because then people are going to expect that and blah, blah, blah. You know what? I would rather take my chances that way than to say, I'm just going to only put out automated stuff. I'm only going to put out stuff and never respond to stuff, right? If anybody's ever emailed me and I didn't get back to them, it's either because it went to my promotions folder, my spam folder, or it just fell through the cracks. I'm human. It happens. But I will take full responsibility for it and reach back out to that person once I discover that something's been missed, right? So anyway, that's my little rant here today. Hopefully that helped you. But it's so true, guys. I mean, if we want to create a solid customer base, and guys, the other thing is you don't have to have a massive customer base to be successful. You really don't, because if you are following the brand building roadmap that I've talked about here, it's all about showing up, whether that's you or whether it's just your content, showing up on a regular basis to give value to your marketplace. That's it in a nutshell. That's it. Just continually show up. All right. So let's see here. What do we got? Before we wrap up here, I got to get rocking and rolling myself because, I got a meeting here at 11 o'clock. Chris and I are going to do a little pre-game day, or actually it is game day, pre-game, let's call it, because we're going to go on at 2 o'clock today, Eastern time. And we are going to teach our butts off to help people find their niche or hone in on their niche. And I'm really excited about it. And like I said, I spent about the past 2 days putting stuff together. So I'm really excited about it. Let's see here. Oh, Mike says yes. What's up, Mike? Yep. And Ruth says yes. Juan says, hey, Scott, looking forward to this afternoon session. Awesome, Juan. Thank you. I can't wait to see you there. I have an itch for a niche. Oh, I like that. That's great. I'm glad to hear that, Alejandro. Atlanta in the house. What's up, Derek? Let's see. Alejandro, workshops are an extreme value with caps. That means it's really extreme. Alejandro, thank you. And Alejandro, I think you said last time I look like your professor now. So I got a new pair of specs on here today. These are my other pair, and I'm actually getting used to them now, guys. I'm finally starting to get used to them. Not fully. I'm about 80% there, but starting to get used to them. I did not get my link to the workshop yet. Now, guys, if you guys did not get your link to the workshop, here's what I want you to do. We had a couple issues with some tech stuff and behind the scenes. Reach out to me either by email, scott@brandcreators.com, either that or message me on Facebook. I will reply, and I'll make sure you get that link. The link was sent out yesterday. I'm going to send it out again here this morning, so you should get it. It is the email that you registered with, though. So make sure that you are checking that inbox. Sometimes people use PayPal or they use another email when they're purchasing things. Make sure that you check that email. What are some reasons customers leave memberships? One of the big reasons, and that's one thing that I'm working on, they call it churn. Our churn rate is really low for Brand Creators Academy. Really, really, really low. But you never want to see anybody go. Not just because you're losing revenue, but because there's a reason why they left. And a lot of times it's overwhelmed. And I've been guilty of that, where I'm like, I don't need more of this. I just need more help, or I need to have check-ins, right? So inside the Academy, we don't try to add more content every month just to give people things to do so they feel like they're getting more value. If anything, we're trying to find ways to get people to implement more, right? Implementation is key. So I think a lot of times people leave memberships because they feel like they're falling behind, okay? That's why we have stages built out. We have 5 stages, which I'm going to go over them on the workshop here this afternoon. And I'm going to give that little roadmap that we give out in the Academy as well. But it really comes down to breaking it down. And this way here, that if a new piece of content comes out for the membership, and we put it into a certain section and you're not in that section yet, you don't have to worry about doing that yet. That's just there for you when you need it. So I think breaking down what you are giving on a monthly basis, and a lot of times it's not more, it's actually giving people actionable stuff that they can do, but also that helps them get answers to their questions, or to be able to allow them to feel not overwhelmed like they're falling behind. I think that's a big one. Kate, see you at 11. Pacific time. Yes. Looking forward to the niche class. Yes. It's going to be fun. Gio, yes, previous niches didn't work out and starting over. This will be good. Yes, Gio, I know you know what? I could always go through this. And when I go through this, it always seems like, number one, I get tempted because there's a lot of niches that I'm like, these niches aren't even fully tapped. Like we could get into these. Just time-wise, I do not have the time. But Gio, there's one method that I'm going to be sharing. I'm calling it the detective method because I got specs now. It's really cool. And it's something I've used in the past quite a bit. And I'm actually using it for a different reason right now, but it exposes so many different niches and it validates them like that. So I'm excited to share that. Are you still giving bonus private niche drill down to early action takers? Yes, Salama, there are 10 of them. And Salama, I believe one of them is you, if I recall. So what we will do is as soon as the workshop ends, anyone that has received that will get an email. And then from there, we will go ahead and do that private niche drill down. So yeah. Alejandro, you looked relaxed in those specs, Professor. Dig them. Boom. Yeah. These are a little bit different than my other ones. They're a little bit thinner, and I can actually see, I don't know, it's less of the progressiveness. So yeah, it's a lot better. Let's see, Juan, I'm in the brand creators. How do I join? You mean the academy, Juan? I think that's what you're saying. If you are, there's already been numerous links that I've dropped in there for you to confirm your spot. I will go ahead and do that again here in a little bit. I might even jump in and just do a quick live just to let people know that that's what we're doing, and everybody's invited there. Everybody's had the link for the past week. So let me know if you still need it. I can send that over. How do you decide prices for your offerings like membership courses? Do you check what competitors charge? Not really. I just know that when you hit a certain place, people have to do a lot more research. These little mini trainings that we're doing, $27, $37, $47. There's not a lot you have to, if a stranger was coming and they were looking at that price, they're not going to have to be really, really sold. I mean, they are, but not like you would if you were selling something for $497 or $997, right? So I look at that like anything $50 and less is a good place, even if you wanted to go and advertise to cold traffic. The other memberships, I think if you are established, then I would say you could get upwards of $69 to $99. The minute you cross that, people are really starting to think that's $120 a month, or that's $200 a month. I mean, even $99 a month, people they're gonna be like, do I really need that? Right? So that's why if you have a membership, you want to think about that. Our membership for our photography business was $9.99 a month. And we had about 1,500 members at one point. But where we really made more of the money wasn't on that. Ours was set up kind of like a Sam's Club or even a Costco, I think, how they do it. You buy a yearly membership or a monthly membership. Theirs is a yearly, but we did it yearly or a monthly, $10 a month or $99 a year. And that gave you access to one free thing a month, plus a video training that we did, okay? It was like a tutorial for Photoshop. The third thing that you got access to was our private store that gave 50% off anything that we offer on eBay at that time. So if it was selling for $19.99, you would get it for half price. So part of being a member was I pay $10 to get the discounts. That's a nice model. I like that model. It doesn't work for everyone. Okay. But I would say if you're first starting out, it just depends on what your goals are and what you're looking to achieve. But I wouldn't start with a membership, Salama. I just wouldn't start with that. Me personally, I would start with a low ticket offer, like a workshop. Kate, will you say one more time what to do if we didn't get the link to the niche class? I honestly can't remember if I even registered. Wondering if it's in the Brand Creators Academy for those that are members. Yeah, Kate, if you go to Brand Creators Academy, there should be a post that's on the actual, it's pinned to the top or it's in the announcements. But what I will do, Kate, is I will do another announcement here this morning right after I get off here. So I'll jump in and do that one more time, but it's in there numerous times right now. And it's to the Zoom room. So all you have to do is just go to that link, put in your name, your first name, last name, your email address. And then that way there, you're in the Zoom room. And then that way there, when we go live, you'll be inside there. Alejandro, key for me in your workshop was 2 steps. 1, consume, 2, implement. Workshops have been invaluable to my business. That's awesome to hear. I like that. And yes, that is it, right? I want to give you the steps and then, and consuming, right? So you're consuming it, you're learning, and then immediately we're going to do. It's exactly what we did here in the one that we're doing today. Actually have a brand new workbook that we created. Actually, I take that back. It's a workbook that we give away in the Academy, but we've restructured it a little bit. So it's for the attendees of this workshop, but it's our stage 1 workbook for niche validation, niche discovery, and niche validation. So we'll be giving that out as well. Never mind, just saw the Zoom link on the Facebook group. Awesome. So you'll be there, right, Juan? Let's see. Okay, so would you say too many small offerings would be too chaotic as opposed to 1 or 2 high offerings? No, I wouldn't. Here's what I wouldn't do. I wouldn't have numerous offers. I'd find that one right now. Like, okay, if I was starting over from scratch, and I wanted to create an offer, and that's all I wanted to do was just focus on that offer. I personally, because now that I've done, other things, and I kind of know what I like doing, and I know what the market actually needs, I personally would focus on one part of the market. So for me, I know email list building is a big one. So what I would do, I wouldn't even do all of the other ones that I'm doing right now. I'm doing those because I know my market needs it and I'm further along down the path, right? But if I was just starting, I would start with the email list building fast track workshop. I would do exactly what I did. I'd advertise it to people. I'd try to build a list with people that are interested in building an email list. I would market the workshop. And then after that workshop is recorded, it's done, I'd build a sales page, a checkout process, and I would start advertising that baby. That's what I would do. And that's all I would focus on. I wouldn't focus on more, right? With a big product, you can do the same exact thing, but with a big product is more responsibility. Also, you need to create a more in-depth training. So if someone paid that kind of money, you're not going to just give away a 2-hour recording, right? You're going to have to really, I've done big courses. They take months. So that's the disadvantage. It's going to take you months to maybe build something that might not even work, right? Small workshop, get it to where it's good, and then market it. And that's all that you're going to focus on. And as you're building a list around like lead magnets. Okay. So let's say here's your little product that you just built that's going to charge $27. And maybe you got a bump on the back end that's going to be $37. So now you got a $60 some dollar, $64, I think it is, cart potential, right? Now you create these lead magnets, maybe 2 or 3 lead magnets, or maybe you do Facebook Lives that all talk about certain things that are related to this. And then you're bringing attention to all of these. And if you want to, you can turn on ads to all of these. That's going to feed to this, right? So that's what I would do. If you create multiple offers, multiple funnels, multiple lead magnets, we don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, right? Like this niche finder fast track workshop, we're going to see how it goes, but I don't think that's going to be something that we are going to spend a whole bunch of time marketing. Okay. Because I know just from experience that yes, people need that, but I'm not quite sure that those people are going to be willing cold to buy that yet. Okay. Maybe, we don't know yet, but I'm going to focus on the other ones that I know that people are that much further along. Or maybe they already have a website set up and they're already started, but they need to build an email list or they need to build a digital product, right? That's kind of where I'm leaning. El Pandro says, Sal, you're worrying too much. Simply do one thing and fail fast. Keep going, fail some more, keep going. More failing is the key to what you want to do. Yes. And I wouldn't even say failing, because did you really fail? Right? Let's tweak failing for a minute. Did we really fail? No, we didn't fail. We learned. Okay? So you could look at the 3 workshops that I've done so far, that I'm after today, it'll be the 3rd one, right? You've got email list building, creating a digital product, niche validate or niche finder. So basically finding your niche and validating, right? If I was to take the results from what my audience told me by taking money out of their wallet and basically putting their credit card in, the niche one is not going to be the most popular one. I did it because I know that the market needs it. Now, is that a failure? Is it a failure because it didn't do as good as the other 2? No, it's not a failure. I learned. Am I going to spend more time trying to make that work? No, but it's there now. It's going to be done. I'm going to serve the people that are signing up. I'm going to serve the people in the future that need that. But I know that people that are in my world right now, they're not necessarily, they're already past that maybe, right? So learn, not so much fail, learn. Okay. So I just want to tweak that a little bit. But I hear a lot of people say fail fast, fail forward. I get it, right? I look at it as like learn fast, learn and move forward, right? We're just always learning from this. All right. So cool. So here's what we're going to do. I have no idea if this link is going to work. If it does, then that'll take you to where you can register for the Niche Finder Fast Track Workshop, which is happening today, 2 p.m. Eastern time live. If you're watching this later, you can still go there. You can register and you can go through the workshop, but it will be the recording. And also, if you cannot get that link to work for whatever reason, because you're watching this at the time that we're having technical difficulties, then just put in the comments, Scott, I want to attend, or interested, or just let me know that you want me to send you the link and I'll send you a direct message. Okay. So that's it. I think that is it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alejandro says we are talking semantics, but if you avoid the word fail, you are not embracing the fear. As always, I hear you, Professor. Yes. Yeah, I get it. Right. It's fear. It's fear. Right. Big word, fear. And here's another thing. Every single person that comes in and registers for any one of my workshops, and if you've already registered for a workshop, then you know what I'm about to say. I have a video. It's called a video ask, where I set this up to say, hey, thank you so much for registering for the workshop. And I'm right here. And I say, so happy that you did. Before we get started, I'd love to ask you a couple of questions if you wouldn't mind. One, what is the number one reason you signed up for this workshop? Just let me know. You can either give me a video or you can text it. Go ahead, answer that question. Then they'll answer the question. They get next. They go to the next one. I'm like, great, awesome job. Next, I want you to answer this. What will life be like after you find your niche? What will life be like after you build your email list and you can start driving traffic to your website? And I have them answer that. What this does is immediately it connects us. And the second thing is it allows me to hear what people are saying about why they decided to take the plunge and why they decided to join. And a lot of what I've been hearing is just what you said, Alejandro. Fear. I'm afraid of choosing the wrong niche. I'm afraid of wasting my time on a niche that's bad. I still don't know if my niche is good or bad, right? I need the confidence. I lack the confidence, fear, afraid. So yes, absolutely what you said. I agree with you. I just do want to try to avoid that word fail, because I don't know. I don't look at it as failure. You failed when you gave up. We didn't fail anything. We're just learning. We're just doing and learning, You know, it's kind of like the Giants this year. They lost, but they didn't fail. They learned. And every time they run a play, they learn, right? So we learn. That play didn't work. So anyway, I'll leave you guys with that. I have to run. I got a call here with Chris. We're going to do our little pre-game chat, and we're going to get ready for this workshop. So if you're interested in the workshop, let me go ahead and pop that up there one more time. I don't know if it's working, but you can give it a try. If not, send me a direct message. I'll get the link to you. And we'll be back here Friday. We're going to do our jam session this Friday. So we will be here, and we're going to do a jam session. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer, make it our theme for this Friday, let me know, and we will go ahead and do that. All right, guys? And just do me one quick favor. If you are getting value out of these, just let someone know. Let someone know that you attend these and that they're valuable and that they should come hang out with us. So just send them a link over to the page. Rock your brand. All right, guys, have an awesome day. Take care. And if you're going to be attending the workshop, I'll see you in a few hours. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. And yeah, can't wait to help people find their niches, validate them, set them off on their way. All right, guys, take care. Take action. I'll talk to you soon.